So a few years ago, I said that the next time I did a long trip, I was gonna go first class. But per usual, when I looked at the prices, there was about a $10,000 difference between the economy ticket that I bought and the first class ticket that I wanted. I just can't dish out that much money just yet. Hopefully one day, prayerfully one day, I'll have the money or I'll have the points or something or I'll be gifted. That'll be even better. That first class seat, but I just couldn't call it. So because I don't do first class flights and I just usually go with the cheapest flight that I can get right now, I do try to treat myself on the hotels. And so I stayed at 3 different accommodations. I was in Sydney for the first 3 nights, I think, 3 or 4 nights. And then I went to Cairns and I was there for either 2 or 3 nights, I can't remember. And then I did a final night in Sydney. So in this video, I'm going to take you on a tour of my 3 accommodations. So this is my first accommodation. It's a Marriott hotel located right in Circular K. I think that's how you pronounce it. Very near a transportation hub, literally 1 block away. And so from the hotel, I was able to take a train right to the hotel. And I think I walked maybe 3-4 minutes. So very convenient location for transportation. And there were a lot of food spots around. So here's the first room, and I did a little talking, so I'll pause here. Don't worry about how I keep my stuff. I ended up getting a double room because I checked in early and the king that I wanted wasn't available, and I was willing to sacrifice the king bed to get in. That's my view, my little desk. My slippers, of course, I've been using them. My robe, the bed, mirror, all my junk. All my clothes, not my junk. More stuff. Bathroom. A shower. Real simple. Nothing too fancy, but nice. So my second hotel in Cairns, it is the Crystal Brook Flynn, or Flynn Crystal Brook. I'm not sure which one is the title, but this was my favorite accommodation of the 3. It was very nice. Coming into the hotel, it looks kind of basic. Actually, the first hotel lobby looked a little bit better than, well, a lot better than this one. But the actual room, once I went in, it was completely breathtaking. And I got there at night, but it was still very nice. This was a hallway. There are different towers to this hotel. So I had to get in the elevator, go up to the first floor, walk down this hallway that I'm going through now, get back on the elevator, and then go up to the 6th floor to get to my room. So that's why you see all of the walking here. All right, so here's the room. One thing, as you can see from the key card, it was that little circular wooden piece. They called it like mindful luxury or environmentally friendly luxury or something like that. But they have actually no paper, not even very limited, but all of the papers that are usually in a hotel, everything was loaded onto the iPad. It was personalized with my information there, which I love that. I love, the small things like that when it comes to an accommodation. Welcome to Toya Glenn with the capital T. I loved that. Absolutely love the shower. I love a shower with the flat floors, nothing that I have to climb over to get into. The bed, this is a part of the Marriott network, so very comfortable bed. Once again, this is me just doing something for the video. I didn't even sleep on the left side of the bed. But taking off the pillows, prepping for bed. I was going to sleep on this side, but usually if I'm in a room with the balcony and it's high enough, I like to sleep with the blinds open so that I can wake up to the beautiful view. One thing I did love about this room was the lighting options. This was the welcome lighting, And then you'll see the options here on the wall where it's like welcome, read, off, balcony. That was me clicking the read light, and just notice how it all changed. So I absolutely loved the lighting options in this room. I thought they were cool. But here's my morning view. How beautiful is that? And not only was it beautiful, but you could tell that you were near the rainforest, or you could tell you were near, like just very near nature, because you could hear the sounds. The other feature of the hotel that I really loved, or features plural, were the two glass bottom swimming pools that they had. Here's the swimming pool. I think this one is on the first floor. Very nice. Glass bottom, like I said, and even two sides of it are glass. So if you were down in the dining room, you could actually see in the swimming pool. And then this is the pool that's on the level up. I think this was level 2. Look how beautiful that is. You can swim, look out, and just see the mountains. Again, you're hearing the birds chirping. It was truly like swimming in paradise. I'll share my swimming videos in one of my later videos in this series. I forgot what day it was. Maybe like day 2 or 3 of me being here was when I was able to swim. But this was my favorite hotel for sure. I always take a picture of my room key because I need to remember what it is, but I don't like traveling with that paper. In case I drop it, I don't need anybody else to know where I am. This was my third and final accommodation back in Sydney. It's the Moxie Hotel, also a part of the Marriott network. This is a very kind of, what can I call it? I use the word hippie, but I don't know if that's the right word. I don't know if chic is the right word. I'm not sure, but they had like music, had a little vibe going on when you walked in. You had different welcome drinks, cocktails, mocktails. Of course, I got me a mocktail. Come in, and the hotel is very minimalistic, I'll say. As you can see, the sink is out there. Hey. Tables and stuff just hung up on the wall, but it's just the bed, the chair. Not a real nice view here, but I want it to be near the airport. But those are my accommodations.